Hi Winthrop and YouTube. Brittany here with Chrono Yoga to teach you how to wake up and go this morning. So without further ado, find a nice comfy chair and let's get started. I'm hosting this practice in my kitchen to let you know that yoga doesn't have to be on a yoga mat to be yoga or to be helpful. This is going to help you from wherever you are this morning. So let's get going. The first technique I'll teach you is about affirmations, or affirming positive things in our life that we want, or truths that we need to understand to help ourselves understand them, to build that confidence, and to live those truths. The one we'll talk about this morning coincides with the yogic, social, and moral code, the yamas and the niyamas, and it's called Brahmahcharya in Sanskrit, which is another word for sense control. The affirmation we'll use is, I am not my senses are a part of me. One more time. I am not my senses are a part of me. Sometimes when we get a little bit too spiritual, we may think that every little part of our senses holds wild meanings that we kind of make up on our own. They all do hold meanings. However, there's a lot of scientific meanings behind them. There's philosophical, spiritual, there's a million different ones. So we don't need to connect to one of them. All of them make sense in themselves, and they're all important to explore, but realize that we as people are not any one of those senses. So when our ears want us to look to the left, our eyes to the right, and our nose wants to be in the kitchen, we are going to realize our freedom of choice today, and we are going to practice allowing those things to just drift away, realizing that we have these thoughts and maybe we'll explore them later, but that right now we're choosing to learn how to wake up. So our attention is going to be right here and right now, okay? So another amazing technique to teach us how to wake up is a breath technique called Brahmahcharya Pranayama, or bellows breath, in which we forcibly inhale and exhale through our nose really quickly to oxygenate our full body really quickly. So what it's going to look like is just like this. So in order to do that the safe way, we're going to inhale deeply through our nose, letting your belly fill up with oxygen. Exhale completely. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely, and after one more deep breath, we'll begin. Forcibly inhaling and exhaling at 1 second per breath. Inhale deeply, exhale completely, inhale deeply, exhale completely, and if you're feeling a little bit lightheaded right now, that's fine. Keep your deep breathing, and once you feel a little bit more even-keeled, you can start our asana practice or our posturing practice. We are going to start getting on our hands or knees, and we're going to work our spine in 6 directions. We work our spine to release the energy from it. While we sometimes will move forward and backwards and sometimes side to side, we don't do it ever so often in our desk work. And we rarely lengthen our body, which is the 6 directions our spine moves in. So we're going to do all 3 of those now. We're going to get on our hands and our knees. We're going to reach our right arm up and our left leg back. On our inhale, we're going to exhale, turn, stare over our shoulder, and grab our ankle. Inhale forward, exhale back. One more deep breath. Then we're going to come back into our tabletop and switch sides. Left arm up, right leg back. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, reach. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, reach. And just one more time. For coming back onto our hands and our knees. Now we are going to do the cat-cow. So we're going to inhale, we're going to drop our belly, engage our shoulders together on the back, stare up. And exhale, we're going to tuck our chin into our chest, belly into our back, pushing through our hands into our shoulders. Inhaling up, exhaling in. One more deep breath. And for our last stretch, we're going to come back to our tabletop. We're going to spin our left leg to the side, right leg out, reaching up and overhead into a variation of our side plank. We're going to exhale back to our tabletop. Inhale to the right, really push through those hips, lift them up towards the ceiling. Exhale back down. To the left, really lengthening through the fingers, lengthening through the toes. Exhaling down. Inhaling to the right, stretching that whole entire right side body. Exhaling down. One more time on each side to the left, keeping our shoulders and our hips in line. Exhaling down. And our last one, really enjoying it, really lengthening our body. Exhaling back to our hands and our knees, fleshy part of our toes on the ground. Popping up onto our feet for one energizing round of sun salutations. We're going to switch directions just because. You can or you don't have to, whatever you want to do. Nothing so dogmatic in yoga. We're going to inhale our arms up and out to the side, hips in line, shoulders in line, reaching through our fingers, gently arching our back. We're going to exhale and fold forward. Continue reaching up through our fingers until we come to our ankles. We'll inhale our right knee back to the floor, hands framing our feet, eyes up, shoulders back. Bring our left knee to meet our right. We're going to exhale, lower our forearms and our forehead down to the ground. We'll inhale and we're going to glide forward, hands under our shoulders, navel to the ground, eyes up, ankles together. Exhale, push through our hands, lift our hips, push through our hands into our shoulders, downward facing dog. We're going to inhale, glide forward, right leg forward, left knee down, eyes up. We're going to exhale, left foot meets the right, forward fold. We're going to inhale, we're going to really reach through our hands, coming up, gently arching the back. Exhale, palms to our chest. And you should feel a lot more energized this morning. Please use all of these tips and techniques whenever you find them nourishing. And share this around so that more people know that they are accountable for themselves and they can find energy whenever they so desire. Thank you for joining us. Namaste.